Hiccup didn't find Toothless. He found himself. And I know that sounds like some cheesy motivational poster, but just stay with me for 2 minutes because DreamWorks hid something in the first How to Train Your Dragon movie that most people walk right past. And once you see it, this film goes from a great kids movie to genuinely one of the smartest scripts ever written. Because Hiccup and Toothless aren't just friends. They're the same character split into 2 bodies. And the movie proves it over and over again in ways that are almost impossible to catch on a first watch. Let's start with who they are when the movie begins. Hiccup is the runt of Berk. He's small, he's weak, he's the one Viking who can't do what Vikings are supposed to do.
Sorry.
His own father is embarrassed by him. The other teens think he's a joke. He literally says it himself in the opening. He's not exactly the Viking type. He's an outcast in a world that only values strength. Now, Toothless. Toothless is a night fury, the one dragon nobody has ever seen up close. Every other dragon species raids Berk openly. Gronkles, Zipplebacks, Natters, they all show up, steal some sheep, cause some chaos. But the night fury, it hides. It strikes from the darkness and disappears. The Vikings say never engage a night fury, just hide. So think about that. In a world full of loud, aggressive, destructive dragons, Toothless is the quiet one, the invisible one, the one that doesn't fit in with the rest. Hiccup is the one Viking who can't be a Viking. Toothless is the one dragon who doesn't act like a dragon. They're both outcasts of their own species, and neither of them knows the other exists until the night Hiccup shoots Toothless out of the sky. And here's the detail that actually made me pause the movie. When Hiccup finds Toothless tied up in the forest, he pulls out his knife. He's ready to kill a dragon. This is his chance to prove to his dad, to the whole village, that he's a real Viking. One kill and everything changes for him, but he looks into Toothless's eyes, and he sees fear, and he can't do it. Why? Because he recognizes that fear. It's the same look he has when his dad stares at him with disappointment. It's the same feeling he gets when the other kids laugh at him. Hiccup sees himself in that dragon, a terrified creature who just wants to survive in a world that wants him dead. And Toothless does the same thing. When Hiccup cuts him free, Toothless pins him down, opens his mouth, and has every reason to blast Hiccup into dust. But he doesn't. He roars in his face and runs away. 2 creatures who had every reason to kill each other, and neither one could do it. Because they recognize something in each other that their own kind never saw. And then DreamWorks does something genius. They make Hiccup and Toothless literally incomplete without each other. Hiccup shot Toothless down and destroyed half his tail fin. Toothless can't fly anymore. He's grounded, trapped in a canyon. The most powerful dragon in the sky, and he's stuck on the ground like a wounded animal. So Hiccup builds him a new tail fin. But here's the catch. It only works when Hiccup is riding Toothless and controlling it with a pedal. Toothless can't fly alone. He needs Hiccup. And at the end of the movie, after they defeat the Red Death together, Hiccup wakes up and looks down. His left leg is gone. Hiccup took Toothless's ability to fly alone. And in the final battle, Toothless took Hiccup's ability to walk alone. They broke each other. And then they fixed each other. And now, neither one is whole without the other. That's not just a plot detail. That's the entire point of the film. And there's one more scene that seals it. The drawing scene. Hiccup sits in the forest and sketches Toothless in the dirt, and Toothless watches him, grabs a branch in his mouth, and starts dragging it through the dirt too. A dragon is trying to draw, and Hiccup watches in disbelief because no Viking has ever seen a dragon do anything other than destroy things. Just like no Viking has ever seen Hiccup do anything worth respecting. And Hiccup carefully steps through the lines Toothless drew without stepping on them. And when he does that, when he shows Toothless that he respects what Toothless created instead of destroying it, Toothless lets Hiccup touch him for the first time. That moment isn't about a boy taming a dragon. It's about two outcasts realizing they were never broken. The world just never gave them a chance to show what they actually were. Hiccup was never a failed Viking. He was the first Viking smart enough to look a dragon in the eye and see a friend. And Toothless was never a monster hiding in the dark. He was the one dragon brave enough to trust someone who should have been his enemy. They completed each other because they were already the same, and nobody in either of their worlds could see it except them. That's the real story of How to Train Your Dragon, not a boy who trained a dragon. Let me know in the comments if you caught this on your first watch, because I definitely didn't. And if you want more from this franchise, hit subscribe because we are just getting started. See you in the next one.